Hello everyone, in this video clip I would like to give you an introduction to what we call fake news, as well as some examples in Korea. Okay, let's get started. Both traditional and digital media play key roles as social institutions by providing information to the public. They also influence and sometimes manipulate people's ideas, perspectives, and views on society. With the rise of digital media and the decline of traditional media, digital platforms have now become the primary sources of news and information for most people. The characteristics of the internet and digital media, such as global connectivity, interactivity, anonymity, decentralization, and accessibility, allow professional journalists as well as ordinary users to quickly and easily share news and information. Similarly, consumers can access this information conveniently and engage with others or with content providers. Compared to traditional media, it requires less effort to disseminate news and for people to participate in the digital space. In traditional media, someone typically oversees whether content should be made public or not. For example, editors are responsible for newspapers and magazines, while producers manage television and radio content. These roles are usually filled by professionals, journalists who must adhere to ethics codes and legal standards. Ensuring accuracy and non-harmful content is a key responsibility. Additionally, the centralized nature of traditional media allows government oversight, which is often seen as a strength due to its capacity for fact-checking. These mechanisms appear to be less effective in digital media. With Web 2.0 technology, any internet user can act as an amateur journalist, spreading all kinds of information to a wide audience via traditional online platforms like bulletin boards or newer ones like chat apps and social media. This significant shift in the media landscape has contributed to the rise of misinformation and disinformation, often referred to as fake news. Digital and social media platforms are more frequently linked to the spread of false information compared to traditional media. So now, we have a look at the term fake news. Actually, the term fake news is often used to describe false information. However, in academic settings, the terms misinformation and disinformation are more appropriate. Misinformation refers to false or misleading information that is shared either intentionally or unintentionally, such as rumors or pranks, which can mislead the audience. Disinformation is a deliberate subset of misinformation intended to deceive, manipulate, or harm, often through fraudulent content or propaganda. Typically, what we call fake news refers to these two types of false information, misinformation and disinformation. However, there's another type of harmful information which is called malinformation. It is the information which is shared specifically to cause harm, like threats or hate speech. But this type of harmful information is not within the scope of fake news that we are going to explore together in this project. So let's come back to fake news. Fabricated and distorted news is not a new issue. It has been present throughout media history long before social media. One of the clear examples is propaganda. Propaganda was spread through word of mouth even before the advent of print media technology. With the rise of print, rumors and hoaxes found their way into newspapers, pamphlets, and other publications. One of the classic examples is the Great Moon Hoax of 1835. In this case, 6 articles were published in The Sun, a newspaper based in New York starting from August 25, 1835. According to the articles, it was alleged that the scientists at the time found the civilization and life on the moon. However, the Sun admitted on September 16 the same year that the articles were in fact made up. Now we come to the very interesting question. It is why some people spread misinformation and disinformation. Actually, there are a number of reasons for these people to do so. However, the main points. First, it is for financial gains. For example, some websites and social media accounts create sensational headlines or disinformation to attract clicks and generate ad revenue. People may share these stories because they are attention-grabbing without realizing that they are fake or misleading. The second reason is for political purposes. Some individuals may spread disinformation and misinformation as part of political campaigns or agenda. This can involve spreading false information about political opponents or using disinformation campaigns to influence public opinion. And the last one is the lack of media literacy. Many individuals may not have the skills or knowledge to evaluate the accuracy of information they encountered online. As a result, they may share misinformation and disinformation because they do not realize it is false or do not know how to verify its accuracy. Now, let's move on to talk about the negative impacts of fake news on society. The first one is distrust in institutions. Misinformation and disinformation can erode trust in social institutions such as the media, government, and the scientific community. Repeated exposure to false information makes it difficult for people to overcome their skepticism. The second one is harmful behaviors. False information on topics like health, science, politics, and social issues can lead to dangerous behaviors such as rejecting vaccines or denying climate change, which can have serious consequences for individuals and society. The third one is to polarize public opinion. Misinformation and disinformation can reinforce existing biases, deepening divides and making it harder to find common ground. This contributes to an echo chamber effect, where people become more entrenched in their views. The fourth one is to foster conflict and violence. False narratives spread through misinformation and disinformation can fuel conflict and violence by increasing tensions between groups, undermining social cohesion, and raising the risk of conflicts. The next one is to erode democracy. Misinformation threatens democracy by spreading falsehoods about elections and candidates, obstructing open dialogue, and increasing distrust in democratic institutions. Now we turn to the problem of deepfake, which is the use of AI technologies to fabricate false information. Deepfakes is a type of artificial intelligence technology that adapts audio, pictures, and videos to make people say and do things they never did. It can be used to create fake videos and audio, making it appear as if someone is saying or confirming false information. People may fall victims to the false information enhanced by AI technologies. Without examining it thoroughly, people are more likely to believe in audio and video clips created by deepfake. Now we are moving on to the last part of this video. Examples from Korea. The first example that I would like to show you is the fake news during the pandemic of COVID-19 in Korea. One of the notorious cases involved misinformation spread on neighbors' online forums, which were identified as the largest source of pandemic-related fake news. the Korea Communication Standards Commission or KCSC reported that naval platforms saw 47 cases of fake news related to COVID-19 in 2020. False information circulated widely, including claims about the virus origin, unproven treatments, and vaccine misinformation. These false claims were shared not only on naval but also on other platforms like YouTube and Facebook, amplifying public anxiety and confusion. Another case involved the false information circulated rumors that COVID-19 cases had been found in certain schools, leading to a number of concerns from parents, the schools, and the society as a whole, as they were concerned that their children could get infections from that particular schools. This kind of false information created anxiety in the society without any scientific evidence. And the last example that I would like to show you is about a political issue. The large number of false information investigations underlines the authorities' concern, which came to the fore in the run-up to local election in 2022, when a video was shared widely on social media, apparently showing President Yoon Suk-yeol expressing his support for a candidate for his ruling party. The clip obviously had been faked. More recently, a YouTube channel attracted hundreds of thousands of hits after broadcasting a video purportedly showing Yoon giving a toast at a wedding of a popular singer Lim Young-won. Lim is not married and the wedding did not happen. So, this can serve as a clear example of how deepfake has been used to create some kind of false information with the political purposes. In the next video, Professor Jorge from Tecnológico de Monterrey will come to give you information about fake news situation in Mexico.